Welcome to Marketing with Confidence. I'm your host, Marianne Amies. We're going to be talking all things digital and online marketing for business owners and marketing professionals. If you've been feeling overwhelmed by your digital marketing, be sure to listen along and you'll hear tips, interviews and more that will give you the confidence to create marketing you love. Welcome back to another episode of Marketing with Confidence and a new year of the podcast. I'm really excited to start 2024. New Year's always feel like new possibilities, new focus, new energy. And although it's hard to not get caught up in the hype of New Year, New Me, it is also a fantastic opportunity to reset your marketing, reset your business plans, reset yourself. And, I think all of us probably do a little bit of internal reflection and external discussion about what their new year might entail. What I'm going to talk about today is digital marketing trends for the new year. Obviously, every year there's predictions about what's hot and what's not. If your social media is anything like mine, you're seeing a lot of what's in and what's out in 2024, and they're both a mix of informative as well as a little bit of cheeky fun. I wanted to talk today about digital marketing trends for 2024, but as always, within the lens of the small business owner. There's obviously going to be macro digital marketing trends at play that as a small business owner just aren't accessible or aren't relevant maybe to your operations. It reminds me of a few years ago when I was in a business accelerator program, and it was really aimed at taking your business to the $1 million mark. And they had a 4-part formula. I think it was cash, people, something around operations, and something around vision. It's been a while, as you can tell. And they would talk a lot about, establishing meetings for your senior leadership team, or, how to structure, working teams. And I think at the time my business had about 4 employees, and it was just so unrelatable for me. I, drew a lot out of different modules, but I just always got this sense that I didn't have the structure or probably the complexity to implement a lot of their systems that, they saw as the key way to scaling your business. And I think it's a lot like that when you read trends and what's hot. You really want to relate them back to that small business landscape and make sure that there's something that you can work with and implement. So I'm going to take you through 4 2024 digital marketing trends and really talk about breaking down how they're relevant to you, the small business owner, and how you can jump on board. I'm kicking off with voice search optimization. If you've got kids, and especially kids like mine, things like Hey Alexa, Hey Google, Hey Siri have become the catch cry of the younger audiences. And even with older people, I watch my mum often say, Hey Bing, and ask her phone questions instead of typing it in. That voice search is becoming more and more a go-to across, all generations. And the rise of smart speakers, voice-activated search, we really need to start optimizing our content for voice queries. So that's around really focusing on conversational copy, long tail keywords. What are the questions that people are asking that our website is the best solution to, or our business has the best solution for? And 2 ways that I think small business can really look at this is, first of all, local SEO focuses. So if your business has a local focus to it, you're going to want to emphasize those location-based keywords in your copy to really be able to trigger voice-activated search that comes down to location. So, florist in my area, or florist Morning Peninsula, or florist Sutherland Shire. Whether you are, looking at the very suburb that you operate in, or the delivery suburb, or sort of city names or town names or county names, it's really going to be important to be having lots of those words and not the keyword stuffing that, we saw years ago, but more conversational. If you're looking to deliver flowers to Menai, Cronulla, Kareela, Gymea, or anywhere across the Sutherland Shire, we're here to help. So, you're listing out in a real conversational way some of those suburbs, and then you're also breaking it further down into broader areas as well. So it's also going to be really important as part of that local SEO to make sure you have a Google My Business listing, and then to make sure you're optimizing it and really using all the features of Google My Business to activate that local voice search result. Because don't forget, if we're doing, again, Florist Mornington Peninsula, there's an opportunity for that map to trigger in those search results, which is always going to be top of priority results before text-based results. So, anything that we can do to get that map firing is going to be really important for us. You also want to look at conversational content. So crafting content that mirrors natural speech patterns, addressing common problems in those pieces of content in a conversational tone. That's going to help with your visibility and voice search results as well. So if somebody's activating a voice device with, a question, and you have video content that addresses that question, and firstly, it's conversational enough and with a natural speech pattern that Google or the device can read it. And then secondly, that it can actually play it back as the answer. That's going to be really important as well. So I guess, not using tools to generate voices, not having overly produced content, not having very kind of short and sharp, but again, that real conversational content. And so that could be, having an FAQs page where the questions and answers are actually all short videos, and you would want to actually record the question and the answer. So, how much is delivery within 5 kilometers? We often get asked how much delivery is within 5 kilometers. You can go to our shipping page, or as a guideline, it's, $25 to $30. So that short video is doing the job that text would do, and therefore can become a result that can be played back to the person off their smart device. So moving on from voice search optimization, no surprises, it's on every single list, and it has been for the last, 5 years, let's say, video marketing. Video is king. We can't deny it. We tried to avoid it for as long as we could, but video content dominates, and shorter, engaging formats like TikTok style videos are gaining traction. We can see almost every platform rolling out a short form video solution. If, like me, you've got kids on Snapchat, or you yourself are on Snapchat, you'll see that Snapchat has Spotlight now, which is short and sharp videos. YouTube has YouTube Shorts, which is short and sharp videos. TikTok is short and sharp videos, and obviously Instagram and Facebook have Reels. So, every single platform is trying to optimize against short and sharp videos, and that format of video it's not going anywhere. I think as people get more and more trained into short and sharp video, those, dopamine hits, those quick intakes of information are only going to become more powerful. And then there's also things like live streaming, which has been around for a long time, but also shoppable videos are going to become more integrated, I think, into people's marketing strategies. So getting more out of those videos and making those videos more conversion oriented. So if we flip this and look at how can small businesses maximize here, you've got firstly cost-effective storytelling. I think small business heads have a real opportunity, and I've spoken about this before, that I think it's a USP that a small business has against a big corporate, is that with a small business, we can be a face. We can humanize our brands by having a face in that video, or a series of faces in that video that represent our business. So what we can do now is focus on storytelling and authenticity, build those real connections, step out from behind your business and start talking about your vision, your passion, your focus, your purpose, why you wanted to create this business, product, solution, service, who it's for, why you're different. Everything now can be more raw, more real. We don't have to necessarily have the video crew come in and film these super polished videos. We've got the opportunity for behind the scenes videos, customer testimonials grabbed on the go, DIY tutorials, all these sorts of storytelling techniques that give a person a lot more insight into our business, but they don't require those high production costs of what we knew of video, 5 or 10 years ago. And then live streaming and interactive videos, I think, is another key place for small business to pay attention. So live streaming, we used to panic about live streaming on things like Instagram and Facebook, and we don't see as much of it anymore, but I do still think it's a good strategy if you have something particularly exciting happening. Even if people aren't there for the live, it definitely gets engagement afterwards as well. But then, shoppable videos. We're seeing obviously TikTok move into shoppable videos, shoppable ads. Instagram has always had that connection for posts to be able to link back to products, and that's going to start to come through more heavily with videos as well. So really, jumping on that enhanced user experience is going to potentially lead to increased sales. The more videos we can have with that outcome of, click and buy now is going to mean an easier customer journey from their interest being piqued to be able to check out. I think influencer marketing will continue in 2024, but with a refinement to it. Influencer marketing is really maturing. We've seen many different evolutions of influencer marketing, I think. And, certainly 3 to 5 years ago, it was about the bigger, the better, who has the biggest following? How much do I have to pay to get a piece of that pie? But as the years have gone by, I think we've seen the micro influencer really rise up, and often the micro influencer has a niche that they're so connected to, and their audiences are genuinely, authentically connected to them. And if we can find a genuine partnership between brand and micro influencer, I think what we then see is that advocacy flow through to the brand. So it's not about how many followers can we gain out of this interaction, but it becomes, what was the engagement with the content that was created, or again, what was the conversions that came out of it? So I think when it comes to influencer marketing and how it's going to evolve for small business is really looking at those niche partnerships, collaborating with small micro influencers who have a highly engaged audience within their niche, and looking at how to make that partnership authentic. There's no use selecting influencers because you like them or your friends like them or they're hot right now, but they don't have a genuine connection to your product, because it's going to fall flat. What we need to do is find those niche partnerships, find the micro influencer who has a community of engaged plus size fashion advocates because you're a plus size brand, or maybe you're a plus size footwear brand that does boots that adapt to ladies' calf sizes, and there's a real story there and there's a real niche there. Again, looking at that sort of, it's like the babushka, the idea within the idea within the idea. How niche can you find an influencer? Because I can guarantee for the niche pain points of your product or service, there are groups out there, there are influencers out there that have captured that market authentically by telling their stories of that problem, their stories of the needs that they've, or the troubles they've faced against those pain points as well. And the other great tip or great space, I think, for small business owners to move into in terms of that influencer marketing refinement is getting involved with TikTok. And if you get involved with TikTok and then get involved with TikTok ads, you get access to the TikTok Creator Hub. And this is around, I guess, TikTok's directory of creators on TikTok that you can collaborate with. It's an amazing platform. It allows you to filter by location, by age, by some different variables as well. And I think I went to TikTok's head office in December. They had a morning for agencies to talk about, the next evolution of TikTok and what's coming in 2024. And, the point they raised about collaborators or creators on TikTok, especially important for small business, is to actually let the creator take creative control. And it's something that many small business owners struggle with because we're so connected to our brands, and often, we are our brands, or our brands are an extension of ourselves. And it's hard to think that we're going to let somebody, style the content or create the concept. But TikTok creators, and again, when you pick them correctly and you discern in who you choose, they're doing so well because they're creating the content that resonates with their audience and with the, TikTok global audience at large. So if you can give them your product and you can kind of keep the brief open, you've got the opportunity to leverage everything that's great about them and to create content with them that actually authentically engages their audience rather than feeling disconnected to who they are or what they normally do. And I think as small business owners, it's actually a really cost-effective opportunity to let an expert take your product and showcase it in a new and interesting way. So, getting involved in TikTok as a small business in 2024, I think should be a real priority as well. And finally, it wouldn't be the decade that we're in if we didn't talk about AI and machine learning. Obviously, AI and machine learning dominated 2023, both in terms of headlines, both in terms of trends, but also in terms of panic, as many people raced to safeguard their jobs with the fear that the robots were coming for us. I think the advancements in AI and machine learning will continue to revolutionize the digital marketing stratosphere. And, when we look at the positives of this, I think the areas are going to be personalization, customer segmentation, predictive analytics, and using predictive analytics for targeted campaigns. And so as a small business owner, I think there's a lot of affordable automation opportunities you can jump on. So really leveraging AI-driven tools that offer automation for tasks like email marketing, social media idea generation, customer support. So finding ways to streamline your operations without significant investment, investing in systems and processes, not necessarily having to invest ongoing in man hours and grunt work. The other area I think for small business owners is really targeted campaigns. Machine learning that's coming through in Meta advertising, that's coming through in Google advertising, again, is really revolutionizing the results of paid ads. I think in this year, the recovery that I have seen in paid ads as machine learning has become part of strategy, but also as we've leaned more into machine learning and stopped that sort of mindset that the machine is just designed to take our money and really started to test and prove that, machine learning can actually amplify our results and can think of things in new ways than us and can also consolidate learnings in real time to drive and amplify results. So I think that machine learning through ads is going to continue to deliver more personalized marketing campaigns on a smaller scale that can succeed. But it's also an opportunity with that machine learning to look at how we can improve email marketing, social media ads, using predictive analysis. So whether we're going to AI tools and we're analyzing data and asking it to help us find trends, or whether we're leaning into machine learning generated recommendations and testing against those to see what changes we want to implement going forward and what we want to test next. So they're my top 4 2024 digital marketing trends. So voice search optimization, video marketing evolution, influencer marketing refinement, and of course, AI and machine learning integration. I hope the frame of small business has been really helpful for you. Look, these trends provide opportunities for you as a small business owner to leverage digital marketing strategies effectively, often at a scale and budget suitable for you. So tailoring these approaches to your audience and niche, I think will help you create results in 2024. And it's really about being flexible and open. I think change is rapid in digital marketing. Trends today, in 6 months' time, we may have a completely different view on what's hot and what's not. But I think this is a great way to start your year. Possibly pick 1 or 2 that resonate most with you and make that the start of your 2024 marketing, strategy plan update and look at how you can move forward. If you need support with your 2024 marketing strategy plan, please reach out. I love doing one-on-one strategy coaching. I do 2-hour strategy workshops to help plan out your marketing for 6 months, or, one-on-one mentoring around specific needs as well. So I'd love to work with you personally. You can find more information at marianneamies.com or via the agency at wiseupmarketing.com.au. Thanks for listening to another episode. If you don't want to miss one, make sure you subscribe to the show in your podcast app. And if you love it, be sure to share it with friends and colleagues who you think could benefit from increasing their digital marketing confidence. Want more? Head to marianneamies.com to find out how you can work with me directly, to reach out to have me speak at your event, or to grab yourself some free resources.